Hello and welcome to Tech Tips. This is Byron. This week I have a special request from Anika Leclerc, one of our senior-most technicians with StrucSoft Solutions, and she felt it'd be of great benefit to our clients, and I agree, that we discuss filters, visibility filters, and how those could apply to our framing. So for those of you unfamiliar with visibility filters, it's a way of taking a view and highlighting, hiding, or changing the visibility of certain parameters within that view. And I'm going to get into it as we carry on here in this session. So I've got two panels. I have my light gauge steel panel 1, my wood panel 2. If I hit my keyboard shortcuts, VV, that's going to pull up my visibility options, and I'm going to go to my filters tab. And I've gone ahead and I've created some custom filters for framing families. And we're going to see those. When you actually start this off, you're going to go to Edit New, and you're going to have probably nothing there if you haven't been using filters at any rate. And I'm going to show you right now how we'll simply add one there. So if we look at my filters, I have all these categories of framing. And let's take a look at infill. Firstly, all of our filters are going to be in two categories. We're going to be talking about structural columns and structural framing. Those are the only two categories that we're going to be adding filters to if we're talking about MWF families for framing. Then we're going to filter it by the description. I'm choosing the BIMS SF description, and it's going to contain SV. So any BIMS SF description, if it has SV, it's going to use the infill filter. Now SV, as you may know, is the, let's say, the identifier for all infill studs. So it'll be SV in this case. If I'm talking about bottom tracks, it'd be T-bot, top tracks T-top, headers H, and etc. We can go down the list. Our jacks will begin with J. Let's focus on infill. Alright, so I've grabbed my infill run, and I'm going to add it over here into my filters. So I'm going to add infill, hit OK. If I hit OK here, there's nothing much that's happened. Nothing's changed because I haven't added any sort of a visibility filter on there yet. I've just selected the category that I want to add the visibility setting on. So if I go back here, I go to filters, and I go ahead and I choose, let's say, my pattern. And I want to see something like, I'm going to make all my infill brown, and that's going to allow me to easily and quickly identify these members. We can take this to the next level. We can add a filter to all of these members, a color filter, and we'll easily be able to coordinate and see all the different members just visually without even having to think about it really. To do that, I'd say the best practice is let's use a view template. So if I go to my view templates, I've gone ahead and I've created a filter view. What's most important in this filter view is our filters. So I'm going to go over here, and you'll see I've created all these wonderful colors on my visibility filter. Hit alright, hit OK, and look at that. Really bright, really colorful. We could take this to the next level too though, again, and let's say I don't care about my infill, I don't really want to see them. We can just simply remove it. No visibility for infill. There we go. So now we're just seeing some of the more interesting members. Maybe we don't even want to see the cripples. We can get rid of those too. Just go here. There we go. So now we've got the most exciting members of our panels showing up. It doesn't apply just to this one view, however. If we want to make our shop drawings and we want to assign a view template to those shop drawings, we can do that too. And I'll show you that right now. If I grab these two panels, I go to my StrucSoft Solutions tab, and I go to my drawings. I want to edit this. And I want to check out my framing elevation, and if you see here, we can assign a view template to our drawing options. In this case, I'm going to go with my drawing elevation. This is one that I made that has some filters. Specifically, I believe it will just filter out the infills. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to just check my scale there, and we will generate these two sheets and see what happens. And there we go. The sheets are populating, and we've got panel 1 and panel 2. And as you can see, no infill studs showing visually. We could change it, of course, if we want. But whatever you'd like, really, as far as filters go, we can have, right? And this might be very practical for us in several regards, not just for coordination purposes, but if we look at the shop drawings, maybe, you know, the infill, they're just not that important to us, in which case we don't really need to see them visually. It's just so long as we have their quantities noted, that might be enough for us, right? And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. This was Tech Tips, talking about filters. I hope you find a use for it. Have yourselves a great day, and thank you again, Anika. And that brings me to another topic I'd just like to briefly mention. If you have any tips that you'd like to see, please, by all means, send me an email. That's b.starnes@strucsoftsolutions.com. b.starnes@strucsoftsolutions.com. I'd love to see it, and if I think it's going to be a great benefit to our clients, for sure, we'll include it. Thanks again. Bye now.